glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, this is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis, the Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. The throw to the outside is complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise. The offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his.
Touchdown, Penn State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he puts through the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Northwestern's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on...
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the single back. Could be an alley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls it on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this offense shows you right now they're willing to run their quarterback, run the option, and that spells trouble for this defense. Now you got to defend everybody. The quarterback's going to run, and he can pitch it. It makes it so hard to play defense. This offense has already got the head spinning on the defensive side of the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is...
Wide open spaces. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. There's a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make...
Caught! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Back to throw. It's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets
There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Pulls it on the option. Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Creates a little room. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Farrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Rides to back and leaves it. Powers through the defender. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The keeper on the option. Maybe a crease. Smacks him with the stiff arm.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. On the option. He'll toss it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds his big tight end. Got 6 yards on the play, second and 4 coming. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game.
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Beck. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He breaks a tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Now on first down from the 40. Wants to throw it. Punts it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He might want another play. On the option. He'll toss it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Oh, they're after him. He's got it right down the field. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Northwestern! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Unleashes one. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. They get to him as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's Pitt looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Ryan Field. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Number 94, Celtic kicking over.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me this is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
To the air, it's Childs. Throws to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Penn State sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Might have a chance. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Sowell. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Oh, better look out! Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll run the counter. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Penn State 31, Northwestern 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, a lot of space. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And
What a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He'll pitch it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And those plays right there, you can see the receiver smells the end zone, right? Like he makes the play, he catches it, starts to go downfield, and all you're doing is you're just trying to get there, man. Trying to finish off the run,
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The throw. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Beck. Fires one high and deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Reads it, fires complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Going to get a stoppage here for just a second as Northwestern has an injured player on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Inside the 30. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. Got a little grass. They'll get him on the ground, but
This offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now on the option. Quarterback keep. Now the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. Now they'll try the right side. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The run inside. It's Hansen.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trained.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 94, set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Handoff from the gun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Buys a little time with his feet. Turning it on. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now it's a 1-possession game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling is...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Running inside. It's Hansen.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking downfield, it's Beck. It's caught. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Turns it loose. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive.
Makes the catch, and he's free. for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Childs. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Nittany Lions enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Childs. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for